Dang.
Welcome back.
To TAE Time.
How's things, Don't mind my kind of I might cough here and there, and it's going to be annoying for editing, Farouk, but
Future
it's,
Farouk.
I'm probably not going to edit those out because I went rock climbing today, actually, one of my very good friends.
Did you?
Dylan, yeah, my boy. But funny enough, like on our way back, I bought one of these. I don't know if you remember it. I brought one for Nicoletta. It's
Will I get one? Will I get it?
No, it's calm. But it's like this spray thing.
It's like a sweet spray.
Yeah, sweet spray thing. Like those like
different
things.
colors and
flavors and stuff. And I went and I got one, and I was having it like every time in the car, and it's funny because we're like talking, and then I'd say something, and I'd go like. And then I just kept doing it, and then Dylan was just like, literally, like, he started making fun of me. He's like, oh yeah, and I was like, fucking hell. But yeah, no, I think that kind of like made my voice a bit raspy, and like made my throat, it tickled my throat, so I'm like coughing a bit.
Yeah, it's okay.
No
mind.
COVID, no sickness, no nothing, but
yet. I'm just kidding.
No, we've already done that twice. Been there, done that, But yeah, no, my voice is a little bit.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. So, just going back to your rock climbing.
Yeah.
I thought it was called bouldering. Isn't that what you?
Yeah, bouldering.
Bouldering.
Yeah.
What is bouldering?
So bouldering is like when you have the like walls, like the normal walls, and then
wait, hang on. Set the scene. Inside, outside.
So it's
what
inside.
Does it look like?
Yeah. So I think you can actually have bouldering outside. But bouldering, where we were, Awesome Walls, that's the name of the place. Actually, they do like kids parties and other stuff as well. It's actually pretty crazy. Not
it's
just
giving like
rock climbing.
What's it called? Toby Roll or something.
A Toby Roll essentially, except it has a rock climbing section as well. Because it actually has a normal it's for people who aren't from Ireland, Toby World just goes over their head.
What's a Toby World?
It's kind of like a kids' fun place. All those like places you do birthday parties. You all know.
It's like you have like these slides and like ball pits and
exactly.
all these like little fun things for them to climb and stuff. So
yeah, no. So it's like it's kind of like that, It's like one of those things. But yeah, no. It's inside bouldering, and essentially the way it works is there's a bunch of like grooves on the wall, different colors. So it starts at like red being the easiest, then blue, then green, then orange, black, pink, yellow. Yeah, that's the difficulty level,
Okay.
So from like that upwards, and it's pretty cool. You have like in UCC they had a bouldering wall inside, but I think you've seen it before.
I think I just saw it.
Yeah.
Was it the one that had like a little? It kind of went like that.
Yeah, because you have the main wall where people like climb, and then you have the one in the corner where the cushion mat thing is. That's where the bouldering wall was in UCC. But yeah, essentially it's like all cushion mats on the floor, and you can climb up all these walls, different grooves. Like some are harder than others. Like it's a serious workout on your forearms, because some of them are like finger grips. I can't do any of the finger. I'm no bouldering expert, by the way. I did a bit in college, and then this was the first time in I think 3 years, because in college was the last. Did I even do any in fourth year? I don't think I did.
I don't remember.
So maybe 4 years since I actually did bouldering, So it's been it's very
funny,
long time.
Like when you told me, oh, you're going bouldering, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I've never heard of anything like that. But when I was saying rock climbing, I'm like, oh, yeah. I know what that is.
Exactly. So because in college we actually, I think it was in first year or second year that we went into the bouldering section where the wall, the rock climbing, indoor rock climbing was, and we actually did our leading test. So we got our certificate to lead, and then we also went on to do my solo test. So it means I can climb the wall by myself without anyone helping me. So I didn't tell Nicoletta until today. I told her, oh, I'm going bouldering. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, on Saturday morning, I'm going bouldering with Dylan, and then she's like, oh, cool. But Dylan told me yesterday that it's in Ballincollig. Me, I'm a dummy. If you know Kerry, you know Ballincollig. If you know Ireland, you know Ballincollig is in Cork. I didn't even deep it. I was just like, yeah, all right, Ballincollig. Yeah, that's probably just somewhere in Kerry or whatever the hell. I didn't even deep it. No, we're in Tralee. Ballincollig is in Cork, so that's an hour and a half drive. So I get into the car this morning. I'm already in my gear, just my sweatpants and a t-shirt and a jumper. And then he's like, oh, you didn't bring a change of clothes? And I was like, oh no, I might as well just go in my gear, go and whatever, not deeping it, And then he's like, oh yeah, that's camp. And then what's it called? And then we drive, we go to the gas station to fuel up, and then I get a bottle of water, and then he's like, he's like, oh yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, where's Ben? Because Ben was meant to come with us. He's like, oh no, Ben is tired. He's like, not going. I was like, oh, that's Cam. And then he was like, all right, nah, nice drive on ahead of us. I was like, drive? What the fuck? He's like, because he wanted to get coffee, you know? And I was like, wait, why? And he's like, because we're driving like an hour and a half. I was like, an hour and a half? He's like, Ballincollig? Yeah, in Cork. I was like, Cork?
Whoa.
Completely.
I love how you found out like once you were already in the car and like settled, but like you had no idea where we're going.
Yeah, no, absolutely gone. So we go, and I'm listening. I was like, yeah, I was meant to be back home at like 12:01 for us to record the podcast. You're not seeing me till later because I'm actually going to Cork. I didn't even know. I did not know I was going to Cork today.
No, so the only reason I knew that Ballincollig was in Cork is because when I went to college and my mom would like drive up to like see me or like drop me or whatever, that's the route that she took through Ballincollig. Yeah. So like I knew where that was instantly, and I was like, oh, you didn't even say that. Yeah,
because I remembered then that Ballincollig is the way you take in to go through like what's the name of that test called, Wilton or whatever, or the CUH or whatever as well. So I was like, fucking hell, I can't believe I didn't know that was Ballincollig.
So then describe your experience to us.
So we went into rock climbing, and it was like I had to do like, even no matter how many times you've been bouldering or even have any of the certificates, like when you go and you have to do like a induction thing where they kind of like for 5-10 minutes they go around telling you this safety, whatever, you know, obviously it's just so they don't get sued or anything, like, you know. Then you do watch a video and you sign off on all these other things. Did that, go and you get you rent those like climbing shoes. You don't have to rent them, but you rent them. They're nice, they're very tight on the feet. So you're meant to essentially wear them without socks. Like it's meant to be like on your feet, like, you know, well fitting, so you can like, because, you know, some grooves are very small, so you have to like put your feet at an angle, you know, gotta really be touching with your toes, you know. And so they're very tight on your feet, and I was like, I got even the size, and I was like, damn, these are tight. But got those, we did some easy ones, like I was like, you know, I was doing the reds, I was like, fucking hell, Dylan, we're good, like, you know. Then we did like the blues. Goddamn, we did a easy green. I was like, easy, like, you know. But then some of them then we went to orange. Fuck, like a lot of those ones. Either you have to do a full hand grip. Is that the very top? No, God, no. That's like half. So it's like it goes orange, black, pink, yellow.
Oh, okay.
So like we're still, you know, at least 3 away, you know, from the top, like, so. And then so like doing it, but like the orange ones, damn, fucking finger, all that stuff, you know. It's like it hits hard, you know. And like the funniest thing is like some of those are tough, but like I think we got like 2, maybe 3 oranges. You can remind me if I'm wrong, Dylan, but like, yeah, like we got like 2, maybe 3 oranges. And then we did a few others, but then there's this specific green that's like in the corner. It's like a underhang, so you climb from the bottom, then you go like hanging this way, and then you go over, right? It's like one of those ones, but it is so hard. Like it's a green, but in reality, like I feel you guys are saying like this is more in line with like a black or something. But the reason it's a green is because a lot of the grips are very thick, so you can really like hold your hands onto them, you know, like your whole hand. But it's so hard, especially like because by the time you're under hanging to get over it, you've already exhausted so much of your energy, especially if you're not using good technique and you like it's whatever. But yeah, no, we literally kept getting to like the edge, like just onto the other side, and then we just fall. Like it was so hard.
Were you like strapped in or?
No, it's that's the thing about bouldering. You don't need any straps. It's just doing it, and then you fall. So you
just like free fall
on the mat. You're not meant to, like you're meant to climb, but you can just fall on the mat. It's not that high. It's not that high. It's not that high. So it's not terrible.
But okay, but like if you did make it to like, you know, black, yellow, whatever sections, and then you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna jump off now.
Yeah, but they're not that. They're like it's funny. So when you're like kind of on it, it seems very like big and stuff. But when like I took a video of Dylan like doing it, and you can see the difference. Like essentially his body is like nearly half of like the length of the wall. Like Dylan's like 6'1" or something.
Oh, that sounds pretty small then.
So it's like they're like 12-13 foot or like something like that, you know, like tall walls. So it's not too bad. It's not terrible. But yeah, And that one was very difficult. And there's another orange one that we try to do that's at the side. It's like these super hook grips, and you're bending your body this way. We just couldn't get it. Like, it's like, but no, it's a lot of fun. It's actually quite enjoyable doing
Sounds
that.
fun.
You know, like it's very enjoyable. Like, and so I was like, man, I actually miss this. You know, like I haven't done it in ages. Like, I know my hands, oh my god, were in bits afterwards.
Like your forearms?
Like, no, not even my forearm. My forearms are like tight, like, and I can feel they're tight. But my actual hands like were in bits afterwards. Like, even when I was washing my hands, they were like kind of like burning feeling, you know, like, because you're just doing like, it's just, oh my god.
Do you use like chalk?
Yeah, he actually has a bag of chalk. Pro Boulder.
Oh, they don't give you one.
I think you can maybe get some, but he didn't, like, most people bring their own. And yeah, Dylan had his chalk, and so we just dipped our hands and, like, you know, grip strength, you know, so you're not slipping, you know, because I'm not actually that good. I'm actually not that good at all.
A pro boulderer.
You know, boulderer. But yeah, no, so it wasn't too bad. It was quite enjoyable though.
Sounds good.
Like, would recommend, like, if you're in somewhere where you can find a bouldering wall, definitely like give it a shot. It's enjoyable, you know. It doesn't like you can start off easy, then go harder and stuff like that, so it's pretty nice that way.
I'd like to try. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
It'd definitely be really fun, especially with Nicoletta. Fun
fact, actually, there's like a rock climbing place in Charlestown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we might do it. You know, Nicoletta, fucking rock climbing, you're more than half of your body weight is in your fucking ass. Like, Nicoletta's gonna be way down. Like, you just be like,
I'll be climbing like upside down.
Fucking, like, literally half your weight like is just in your lower body, so you'll just be here like fucking carrying all that weight upwards. You know, at least for me, like, I have a good bit of weight on my legs, but it's distributed a little bit better. You're like fucking hanging over, like, oh my god. You know, but no, I think you'd be good at it still, because you're flexible. So like some of those places like require flexibility, you know, like turning your body, spreading your legs.
I actually
like,
love to see you
know,
right now.
Yeah,
like creepy crawling up a
you know
wall.
like freaking trying to be Spider-Man, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but yeah, no, I think you'd be good at it, to be honest. I think you'd be good at it, because it's not about like being big, like, you know, like some of the best guys there are like really skinny, because like the idea is like technique and not having to use strength when you don't need to, being able to relax and being able to be loose, and then like just move your body like slowly and surely. That's very, very cool. Like, honestly, I do like, I have mad respect for a lot of the dudes who were there that were really good. Like, it's fucking, like, it's not easy. Like, you know, like you have a lot of, like, that was one thing UCC, they'd have like some big dudes, like, you know, gym dudes that would go into bouldering wall and they just fucking try, like, you know, like gorilla their way up, but like it's really not that easy. Like, especially with the ones where you can't hold like something properly and you have to use your, literally, there are like ones there that you have to use like fingers, like you're literally just like the top parts of your fingers, you know, like the top rows, that's all you can use, and it's fucking mental. Like, I saw a guy doing, I was like, holy shit. Imagine being that good.
How'd you still have fingers? You
know, no, it's wild. Honestly, absolutely wild. I cannot. Like, I was just like, wow, this is wild. No, honestly, but yeah, that's a fun thing to do. You know, on a nice Saturday morning, thinking you're gonna be chilling, but in reality, you're going to Cork to fucking go bouldering with your good mate. Like,
this is like some white people activity.
You know, like, but it was fun white people activities. You know, good shit.
Yeah, it does sound fun.
Shout out to my bro Dylan, bring me back to bouldering after like 3-4 years. So no, it's something we'll do definitely more often.
Very nice.
Bring Nicoletta next time, innit?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, well, like, and Nicoletta was just at home being like, oh, it's for them. I miss her.
I actually didn't. I was quite busy myself today.
Oh, really? What were you doing?
I woke up and then I went to the gym.
Wow.
No, I actually showered and then I went to the gym.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Nicoletta. Okay, this is one thing. Listen here, I want to actually put this out to the people, right?
Put me on blast.
It's not really on blast. It's a question more to the people. If you wake up early in the morning and you know you're going to the gym straight away, do you go put on like clothes that you're going to put in the wash or something like that and go to the gym? You know, like, obviously not stinky clothes, please. But like, you know, clothes that you're like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll work on these and I'll put them in the wash. It's fine, even if it's brand new.
No, because you can have fresh clothes.
You know, like brush your teeth, whatever, go to the gym. Or do you have a shower? Go to the gym, then have a shower again when you come back.
Okay, so I can defend myself here, okay?
Okay, defend yourself.
It's not a shower. It's a quick rinse.
She loves that word. She loves saying that. Nicoletta will always be like, anytime we want to do something, she's like, I just want to have a quick rinse. Quick rinse. Quick rinse. She loves those two words. Quick rinse is her motto. Every time like Nicoletta's go do something, it's like, oh, I just want to have a quick rinse.
Let me just... Okay, so like, I'm going to say if I go to the gym at like 6 a.m., like 6:30, whatever, I wake up at 6, I don't usually to have a quick rinse, okay? But there are mornings, like if I'm going to the gym like a bit later, I will have a quick rinse. But there have been mornings at 6:30, like before I go to the gym, and I'm like, I just need a quick rinse. I don't know, I can't explain it. It's like if I go, I'm gonna smell so much worse than like I would have if I just had a quick rinse.
Once again, let's get back. You are going to be sweaty regardless.
No.
Right?
I'm gonna be like smelly, sweaty, extra
smelly, sweaty. The gym already smells. All right, let's be honest, right? All right, I'm pretty, and you hardly, Nicoletta, like, she's weird. She hardly smells. She's a weirdo. Like, even though she hardly sweats, and even if though she sweats, it doesn't like have a smell.
It's because I have a quick rinse.
Shut the fuck up. But no, like, honestly, and so I'm like, what is the point of you showering? Like, especially like 6, she goes to the gym at 6:30 a.m. There's no one there. There's no one. There's like a few people.
It's me, okay? I'm in there.
Yeah, there's no one there. You know, and she wears fresh clothes as well. Like, yeah. Like, you might as well just go and then shower and you come back. I don't know. Maybe I'm the dirty one. You guys let me know. Maybe I am the dirty one. No,
I think genuinely, you like partake in normal behavior. You know,
well, maybe normal behavior is dirty. Maybe we're the dirty ones. Nicoletta's the big brain, IQ level 500. She's like, you are all disgusting and smelly, and never want to ever see you again around me.
No, absolutely not. And I would never even in the gym, I'd never be like, oh, that person smells or anything. Like, I don't even care. You know, I'm just me. I just notice if it's me, and I just need like a quick rinse. So I did that, and then I went to the gym today. Had a very nice leg session. Yeah, it was very, very good.
Go on, tell us, go through your leg routine, you know, because Nicola has massive legs. Here, for you people at home, I know some of you man have smaller legs than her, so listen up. Let her
so you want me to share my secrets for free? I could just sell an ebook, bro.
Yo, yeah, man. Oh shit, actually, you know, keep that to yourself. You know, we're not out here putting game for free on the internet.
That's what I said.
We out here giving free game.
No. So I did some pendulum squats.
Oh my god.
I did, yeah.
Fancy. What's a pendulum squat for the people at home?
A pendulum squat? It's like an assisted squat, kind of, but it's like more slanted.
You know, it's actually not assisted though.
But it is assisted because there's stuff on my shoulders.
But that's not assisted. But it's just like the angling is different, no? Think about it.
No, I know what you're saying, but it's an assisted pendulum.
Assisted pendulum.
Because it's not like
because assisted means there's weight, kind of like, think about it, like assisted dip, assisted pull up, right? Is different. No, a pendulum cut is you literally putting weight down, up in a different angle than a normal squat.
Yeah, no, and I agree, because you couldn't do a pendulum squat without the whole setup. You couldn't do it. It's just a pendulum squat. But to me, it feels like assisted because if I were to squat with a barbell, you know, like, and I didn't have like any cushion for my shoulders, it'd be like, you know, raw.
You know, Nicola's a big dog. She's like, imagine having cushion for your shoulder when you're doing a pendulum squat. That is pussy shit. We are not about that life. She's like, I'm a big dog. This is assisted. As
if it's not you who made me think like this.
No. I'm very good. I'm very caring. But if I do see you with shoulder pads while you're squatting, and like you're not new to the gym, and I've seen you for multiple years, what are you doing? You don't want to feel the pain.
I know he's judging.
On your traps. You don't want to feel the pain on your traps. That's how you grow your traps, bro. No, I'm joking. Don't be toxic like that. I'm only joking.
That's toxic.
That's toxic.
You're so toxic.
I'm super toxic.
Anyways, yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check. No, so I did that, and then I used the leg press. Ooh. So that was fun.
Come on, what weight were you pushing in leg press today?
No, but most importantly, the pendulum squat, I did 100. Oh. I was so proud of myself.
She's huge, boys.
I am huge.
She's huge, boys.
And then for leg press, I did 120, but it was like proper like depth, you know?
Ooh.
It's like proper
depth, you know? Like you man at home aren't getting depth on your leg press. She's out here getting all that depth on her leg press.
Yeah, that's what I want to work on. And then I did some lunges and some extensions. And then I went home because it just felt like a long day.
Oh, it felt like a long day.
Yeah, it did. I don't know. I was
to be honest, that's all you need if you're doing quads. Like, to be honest, those 4 are more than enough. Like,
because usually I like to hit like hamstrings on the same day as well. But I was very
but
sweaty.
sure, didn't you do legs like 2 days ago?
Yeah, I did. Well, it wasn't. It was 3.
Oh, okay.
Actually, maybe 2. I don't remember. But I think it's because I've been eating like quite badly. Like I was eating kebabs and burgers and all this good stuff.
She's ruining her cut, please.
I'm not. I'm still in that cut because I haven't really been eating properly. But like not nutritional food. Like I felt it. I was so sweaty.
You felt sluggish and slow.
I was so sweaty.
Because you're 24 years old.
No.
It's because you're 24 years old.
No, because usually it's not like that. Usually it's like
she's
nice
24 years old,
comfy.
turning 25 this year. Boys, the age is catching up with her. She's nearly done.
How could you say
she's
this?
about to be.
You take that back right now.
She's about to be gone. Like
God.
absolutely gone.
As if you're not turning 25.
I'm turning 25 this year. Before you too. But I'm I was talking about it with Dylan. Like we're old men. Like sometimes we have problem with our knees. Making sounds. So like it's okay for us. We have admitted it.
Boo.
You're like, oh, I'm with the youngins. I'm cool.
I am cool.
You
okay?
think? You think?
I'm very uncool.
Yeah.
But I'm with the trend.
I'm with it. I go on TikTok for like 2 hours a day, and so I'm up to date with the Gen Zers.
I actually don't even go on TikTok. I think you go on TikTok more than I do. But the thing is, the like leg I have over you is the fact that I create content.
True.
I have some followers, and people like it.
That is very true. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You do. I was actually talking about that. Dylan, actually, funny enough, he actually appeared on his FYP.
He told me.
He appeared on his FYP.
He told me. Stop. Dylan told me, and he was like, "Oh, I saw you on my FYP," and I was like, "Oh no! Like that's meant to be like low key shit. Like nobody's meant to know about my TikTok account."
She's like low key with 150,000 followers. Yeah.
I don't have that many.
Yeah.
I'm losing followers actually, but that's a different story.
Snap. Come on, boys, please follow her. She needs help. I gotta catch that check.
Yeah,
Man's
Fruit's going hungry.
Fruit's going hungry. Like you can see, I'm losing a bit of mass. But nah. We were talking about that actually. I was telling him that like Nicoletta was one that got into TikTok, and I was like, and then I got into it as well. And then Nicoletta was outpaced me in TikTok for ages, but now I'm outpacing her. Like I'm on TikTok. We looked at it yesterday. I think I was on TikTok for an hour and 9 minutes yesterday.
Like in one day.
That's wild. For like I guess for you guys, we kind of talked about this before. Like you might not fathom. You're like an hour and 9 minutes. That's not too bad. I do not go on my phone.
Yeah, so I think that is important just to say because when I was having my TikTok phase, I was on it like minimum 5-6 hours a day, and I saw like I spent that much time on TikTok and I was like, whoa, this is so bad.
Wild,
But then you're someone who doesn't spend time on your phone. So.
Like my average phone daily use is like maybe like 3-4 hours. So that means TikTok is taking either a third or a quarter of my phone usage time. That is mental. Like that is absolutely mental. Like if you think about it, there's a lot of, that means there's a lot of stuff is there, but no, it's not too bad.
So what else do you spend your time on your phone doing?
On my phone, I finally got a good manga app actually for my phone. It's called Manga Man. Oh. So I was already using.
An interesting name.
Yeah, I know.
But fruity.
Get out of here. But because I was using Zetsu, that's also another manga app. It's okay, but there's a lot of fucking ads. Oh. Like every time you change a chapter, ads. Every time you do whatever, ads. Right? Because that was one thing I did like about having my Android. Like, is that Tachiyomi, best manga app out there. It's like,
not on iOS?
No, because it's an open source project on like you can download off the internet, and it's like a great app. Like it literally like has so much. It's so good. Like best manga app I've ever used. Obviously, going to iOS, Apple Store. App Store exists, so like I didn't really have anything there's no real good mainstream manga app on the iOS store, especially because most of the ones that are good on Android is because it's open source. Like you're not paying for it, it's a bunch of people working together. But obviously if you want to put something in the App Store, there's like fees, all that stuff. Like you can put it for free, but if you're not monetizing it, it's not worth your while kind of thing. So the App Store isn't really good for stuff like that, like open source projects like that.
Is there paid ones? Like would you consider ever paid?
I would, absolutely, but there are no good paid ones. Like the ones that are paid literally don't have that like range of manga out there. So Manga Man's a really good one because it has the range, but also it doesn't have ads like every second page, you know. So it's actually quite enjoyable. So I've been able to read manga again, and there's a good few mangas I've been reading. Like one, I'll just only say one. I don't go too in depth. Blue Lock, very good one. I've told Nicola about this. It's like a football one, and it's like essentially about, you know, Japan did really well, pretty decently well in the last World Cup, especially for the first time in a long time. And it was talking about like how since they lost and, you know, they didn't get the chance, what they want to do is that they want to create the world's best striker. And it's really interesting. If you're like into football and like action kind of thing, definitely give it a shot. Very good. Blue Lock. So very cool. Very enjoyable. Good. But yeah, no, so I finally got that. What else? I use Reddit, obviously. Like you and I both use Reddit a lot.
Yeah.
But I also use Twitter a lot. We talked about that before.
What you do on Twitter? I'm just kidding.
News, but like, yeah, no.
Every time I think if anyone ever says that they spend time on Twitter, I'm like, what you do on Twitter? It just makes them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but no, I Twitter I use for a lot of news and stuff like that, all that stuff.
Oh, so, you're such an old man.
I am.
You read the news and stuff.
I know. I read the news every day. I am an old man. I even read the news on Reddit. Fuck you, Nicola. Being uneducated.
I always go on the news tab actually on Reddit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I'm becoming old. Maybe you're right.
You're grown, yeah.
Maybe I am.
Turning
25.
Yeah, you're getting old. That's what she's doing, you know, slowly but surely.
Shut up. Okay, no, because here's the thing, right? Most of the time, like any news that's out there or whatever does reach TikTok eventually anyway.
Really? Please.
Yeah. It does. And it's usually just like people's takes on situations. And like, because it's not like, this is the news. It's not like Philip DeFranco just telling you the news, you know? It's more like people's takes on certain things. And then you're like, oh, this thing happened.
But it's usually entertainment news, not really like world news.
No, it's world news.
Like I think I've only seen the Russia-Ukraine thing once or twice on TikTok.
I've seen it a few times.
But it's funny enough, Philip DeFranco on TikTok talking about it. And so, yeah, no, mass. So I don't know. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of TikTok.
Maybe you are. Because we were on your TikTok and you have a lot of like fitness and anime stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas mine is everyone just talking. Yeah. I have so much discussion stuff.
Just people chatting to their phones, to their cameras, to their people.
Whatever it is, I'm here to listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, no, my TikTok is very like fitness, anime, comedy, like random stuff. But yeah, no, pretty much those. I have a lot of car stuff actually as well. There was recently. They know they're listening to me.
I'm surprised you don't have news.
Yeah, no. Like I've only started seeing news since I started seeing Philip DeFranco on TikTok, and they can tell I like Philip DeFranco because I watch him on YouTube anyway.
I didn't even know he has a TikTok.
Yeah, no, he has a TikTok.
I sometimes I watch his YouTube, but I didn't know
because he does YouTube Shorts now. So essentially, you just put that on TikTok then, you know. And it doesn't have the massive YouTube Shorts fucking thumbnail obnoxious watermark, you know. So you can just upload that directly to TikTok as well.
No, it sounds good though.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good content, to be honest. Philip DeFranco is very good for news if you're not familiar with him.
Yeah, he is actually. I feel I like the way he discusses things without being biased. Yeah. Obviously he says his opinions here and there, but he lets you know that it's his opinion, so he doesn't make you feel like it's facts.
Yeah, so it's very nice. Good. But yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no. Those. How about you? What are your main usages of your apps on your phone?
I don't want to talk about this.
Oh, why not? Why? Come on, tell the people what they want to hear. What's Nicoletta using her phone? So
embarrassing.
Yeah,
like I read it obviously in TikTok. I still spend a lot of time on those. But recently it's been a lot of Sudoku. I do a lot of Sudoku.
You know, she just called me an old man, and now she's just out here. Do you know what? Her dad does Sudoku every day.
No, he doesn't. He does crosswords.
Oh, crosswords.
I do Sudoku.
Sorry, he does crosswords. Sorry, Tata. But yeah, no. So
I get it from him.
He does crosswords every day, and now look at her. She's just like, she might as well have the glasses on, you know, with her little Sudoku, being like, oh my god.
I feel like such an old hag. But no, I have like my phases with Sudoku. So like it's not like first time that I'm playing it. Like there are times when I like and I sit down and all I want to do is play Sudoku, like, which is so weird.
But the funny thing is, like, Sudoku isn't an old person's game. Like, any of those aren't. I personally don't consider them old people game. But Nicolette and her generation would consider people who do Sudoku and crosswords as old people games.
It is old people games because it's like, why do you want to like use your brain to do like math stuff?
You know, like, but it's enjoyable, you know. But they're like old people stuff. And now look at her.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like I said, I've had phases, and now with this. And last night I went to the cinema with my mom. We saw a movie, Marry Me. Actually, I want to touch on that because that was very nice. And like in the ads, I was playing Sudoku, bro. Like this is what I was doing in my life.
This is what she was doing in her life, playing Sudoku during movie ads. Very fair.
Yeah. It's I like it. I feel like it keeps my brain engaged, not the same way that TikTok does. Like, you know,
well, TikTok is not, let's be honest, like
but like I said, mine is a lot of discussions. I hear so much discussions on mine, so it's just like a lot of like, whether it's like random or bullshit or whatever it is, it's stuff, right? But Sudoku is like keeping my brain engaged in a different kind of way, and I like it, you know.
Kind of like Wordle.
Yeah, Wordle. We need to talk about that. I'll just mention some other apps I spent time on. So Wattpad, I read a lot of Wattpad stories. Anything.
What are you, fucking 15 and 30 at the same time?
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah. And I just like switch between the two. So yeah, that's what I do.
No, yeah. But so you watched Marry Me.
I did.
How was that?
Actually, it was my mom that really wanted to see it. She's been wanting to see it for months now. It was a movie.
A movie. Oh. Cheers. That is all. See you guys next week. It was a movie.
Like, I don't think I would pay to see it, but it would be something that I just play on Netflix, and I'd make Fruit probably sit with me, or while he's playing games I'm watching it. Whatever it is, I would watch it as like I just want to switch my brain off. J-Lo starring in it with Maluma. And then this other actor, I actually don't know his name, embarrassingly. But it was just
a movie. Man, honestly, Nicolette should open her movie review. You know, she's like, yeah, so that one there, you know, it was a movie. Yeah.
Fun fact, actually, I hate talking about like stuff I watch, because like even at work when this topic came up, I'm like, I think I was saying it before, like I just don't feel strongly enough about things. And like, say like recently, right, I've had like a couple of things I was watching at the same time, and I love them equally. So this is why I hate talking about it, because like I watched Encanto, I was crying throughout all that. I love that. I'm watching The Witcher, I also really, really love it. I'm watching Euphoria, which is completely different, you know. And then we watched like Tinder Swindler, which was also very good. So I'm not like, I just can't categorize myself to anything.
That's very fair. You know? The Tinder Swindler, actually, I want to touch.
Let's talk about that.
You know, I don't know if any of you watched Tinder Swindler on Netflix. What? Like the Tinder Swindler, on Netflix. It's like this documentary about this guy who obviously
Simon Live,
like who would what's it called, use Tinder obviously to coerce all these girls into falling in love with him, and then essentially he was the son of like a diamond baron, you know, one of the billionaires in the world, and essentially he was like taking them on these lovely dates, all these nice private jets, all this whatever, whatnot. Hotels, flying them, all this. But then essentially after a few weeks, after they've really fallen for him, he'd be like, my enemies are coming to me. They, my friend Peter, my bodyguard.
I'm surprised you remember his name.
He's been attacked, you know, and it's like, they've told me I have to close off all my cards because they're tracking me doing this. They're going to kill me. Please help me with all this money, sending all this money, you know, whatever. But obviously it's all fake, like, but like,
yeah, he keeps using the same pictures,
yeah, and whatever,
all the time.
And so he'd like send them voice notes, and then they'd be like, oh shit, my boyfriend, I need to help him, you know, as you would, like, and then, but damn, they were all just getting played. He was using the money for all these other girls, using this, it's a Ponzi scheme, using money for money. So
it's like, you're scamming me. Yeah. To then go be with some other girl, and so on and so on. But it's I think we should react to like memes with Simon Live because it's so funny.
It's so funny.
All this stuff is so funny. I was actually talking to one of my friends about this the other day, and I was saying how like I love to just like, I love watching it and being like, these girls are so stupid, knowing damn well that I would fall for it.
Nicoletta would fall for it.
100%, like 100% I'm falling for it. Like, sorry. And I was like literally saying how I can't laugh too hard, because that would be me sitting there if I wasn't like just, you know, having Farouk. Like, God knows, it was Simon Levive, I would have given him all my money, you know. And I was saying, like, okay, maybe, you know, it's not some man or whatever, but like, say it's a girl, right? And I was just kind of giving this scenario, and it's like some girl, she moved to Ireland from her abusive boyfriend, you know, and whatever, I'm befriending her, and after a year, she's like, my abusive husband's here, like, in the country looking for me, I need money to escape. She can take all my money. Cause I would help, you know what I mean? Like, this is my friend.
But a year is a long time, you know. A year is a long time.
Even like, say even like 4 or 5 months, I'm still giving her all my money.
Jeez, that could nerve me. I'd be like, I don't really know you, man.
Got any other friends?
Are you sure? You can't ask your family. You can't ask the bank. You can't do any of this other stuff. I don't know.
Go to the police.
No. So no, I could never fall for the Tinder swindler. Swindler. No, honestly, if you guys haven't watched the documentary, watch it. It's funny. My enemies are attacking me. Like, it's not that interesting of a documentary, but like there are little tidbits that you're like, this is, and all the memes, as you said, that came out of there. It's funny. Like, you know, it's like the one thing of like, what was the one that you're telling me the last day?
Oh, it's like, you know, when you're heading to town with your friends, and it's like, oh man, like, you pay for the taxi, I'll get you a pint when we're in town, you know. And then the pint just never happens.
The pint never happens, you know. Tinder swindler.
It's funny. I recommend it as well.
You've been Tindered swindled.
Funny. Actually, I also want to get Farouk to watch Euphoria with me.
No.
I just think it's so unlike him. Like, it's just not something he would ever sit down to watch, and that's exactly why I want him to watch it, because I think his reactions to things will be really, really funny.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching Euphoria.
I'll make you.
Who knows? Maybe in the next podcast episode, I'll be going over the episodes of Euphoria watch. But right now, Farouk, present time recording this, he's not watching Euphoria.
Right now.
I'm not interested in it. Like, you know, like, I like the whole idea of like, the trying to show the true like drug addiction thing that can happen like even as a young kid, and I like that topic. I like that it's interesting, you know, like kind of like a cautionary tale. But it's just the whole thing. Like, from everything I've seen, I'm like, I have no interest in this show. You know, like, I have absolutely no interest in this show. That I've seen more of Euphoria on my TikTok than I've seen about Euphoria in real life. And the more I see, the more I'm like, I have no interest in any of this. Like,
I know damn well that once like we start watching his stuff, you know, Farouk could be sitting here and being like, I don't know if your brain's all scrambled from all the Molly that you take, but I never said that. Like, that he never said he like, it'd be like, I'll never watch it, you know.
I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. Like, I think it seems like it's a very interesting show and that people are getting into, but I don't know. It's just not for me, I don't think. Also, all the memes are like, it's like this, going to high school. Oh, but remembering you're in Euphoria High, and then it's like changing, and like there's like a fat guy wearing a bra and stuff. Like, you know, it was so funny that I do enjoy all those, but I don't know. Euphoria probably isn't it for me. Not for the Farouk train, anyway.
Right now,
like, well, I've just been on like, you know, the Demon Slayer, fucking Attack on Titan. Anyone who's watching that, you know yourself, like, so every
children
Sunday.
Stuff.
Children. What? Yeah, we're not getting on. Let's move on.
No, I'm holding him back from watching the second season of The Witcher. So,
boys, actually listen here. Okay, I watched it like because I played the Witcher games, right? And then when I saw The Witcher was being made into a show, I was like, I'm so excited, and I was like, I hope they don't fuck this up. They didn't fuck it up. It's an enjoyable show. The first season, amazing. I'm like, I can't wait for the second season. I waited so long for the second season. I was about to start watching it. Nicolas like, you know what? I actually just started The Witcher. And then my dumbass of a self was like, oh, I guess we can watch it together. Oh, that stupid. Olodo. Like, I should have not absolutely said that, because now I'm waiting. It's been a month and a half.
Yeah.
It's been a month and a half. What episode are you on?
Episode 4.
A month and a half, she's on episode 4. A month and a half, she's on episode 4. I haven't gone to see season 2 because of her. Boys, like,
I'm sorry.
It's ridiculous. Like,
it's because I want to wait to watch on the big screen.
Yeah. Shut the fuck.
No.
I want to watch season 2 with the Witcher.
We will. We'll watch it together. It'll be enjoyable. Why are you stressed?
Hurry up. I want to watch it. Like,
I'm trying. I'm fucking trying.
By the time she finishes season 1, season 3 will be out. Like, That's the only saving grace. I'll get to watch all 2 seasons remaining.
No, I will. Okay, I will get around to it. I promise.
Yeah. We'll see about that now.
So what I want to talk about, okay, because someone brought this up on one of our YouTube comments to talk about on the podcast, so I really just might as well bring it up here.
Look, listen to this last topic of the day.
Brought you guys.
You see?
Yeah.
This is why you guys should be commenting. You might end up getting featured on a topic.
Okay, so Emily left this comment, and it's like about influencers. This is the general topic, not the actual comment, but it's basically about influencers using people more famous than them for their own personal gain.
Oh, so like, as in like, okay, so is this in a situation of like they know the famous person, or they're just saying the famous person's name? Or something. Oh, like for example, I think this is an example. Like when David Dobrik and all them were hanging out with like the Kylie Jenners.
That's it, kind of. And it's like you see a lot of influencers, micro influencers, like reaching out and like whatever to people bigger than them. With more numbers. So it's like, what's your thought on that?
I think it's a hustle.
Yeah.
I think it's all part of the hustle. Honestly, I think social media, in the entertainment industry. It's all about networking, all about who you know, right, and all that stuff. So like, if like it's a dog world. There are sharks everywhere, So you need to like use other people like as much as you can to like get to this, make these connections, be in this videos, be whatever. Because if you're there, you get more eyes on you, you get more followers, you get whatever. Like that's the thing. Like I know it seems like a bit snaky because then you're like, is there even a real friendship there, or is everyone your fake friend? But I think that's just part of the game people play, Like you have to, I feel like if you are someone in that position, you have to be very smart about who you let around you, Like not even just about trying to reach the top, but like you have to be smart about people who won't backstab you, people who are actually there for you and genuinely care about you and you like being with them. I think in general, that is very hard. No offense, Hollywood, but I think that is very hard in Hollywood. Like very hard. LA, all those. I think that's a hard space. Honestly, I get it's all part of the game, but like there are lots of snakes out there. Honestly.
I don't actually like the idea of like term of like using people. I think like I agree more with what you said about hustling, because influencers who reach out to other influencers for growth, the other side of the other influencer is well aware of what the person's doing.
You hope anyway.
And at the same time, that by collabing or whatever is going to expose you to their audience, and it might not be like big, but it doesn't matter because it's like connections that you're willing to make in the industry you're in, and like put videos out together and whatever. And I think it just is what it is. And if it just so happens that people get along, like you see a lot of influencers actually become friends, and it's like, I don't know how genuine it is behind the scenes, but they seem to hang around a lot. So whatever, as long as that person is like happy and like surrounds themselves with people that make them happy, it doesn't really matter. And like as bad as it sounds, like say if one of the influencers wouldn't have reached out to a bigger influencer to like collab or whatever, maybe they would have never been friends.
Yeah, like for example, I think a good example, I don't know on how great terms they are in because I haven't seen them. I know something happened between them, but I think they're fine because they were in the last few episodes of Impulsive together. But like Mike Majak and Logan Paul, like Mike kind of like was selling Logan like some bag, like some bean bag or whatever, and then eventually started hanging around with him, became friends, and then like Mike is now famous because of Logan. He's literally famous. Like he made Mike's career, right? Yeah. And they're friends. They're actual friends. Like I know they did have some beef, but they were actual genuine friends, and stuff like that, right? Stuff like that, I feel like there can be some organic stuff that happens, but I feel like as much as there is organic stuff, I think it's on to the person, as you said, to be smart about it, to be like, I think the best way is to categorize your relationships. Am I using this as a relationship for growth, or am I using this as a relationship that is a general relationship to me?
And I also think there's that side of the like coin of it's like, okay, so let's say you're looking for just genuine people, like genuine, you want to make genuine connections that are not like in the field. It's going to be very hard for you guys to spend time together when you're not understanding of what the other person's doing. So like say I'm just going to use like Charlie D'Amelio, right? And her friend that since they were very young, she started creating content because Charlie did. So then she got famous because Charlie did. But can you imagine spending time together and like you want to create content because this is your business, but your friend's like, well, this is not what I'm into. I think it's just bound to happen that both like people are just going to, and if the relationship ends and like things turn sour, don't forget that one point like you were happy friend, like you were happy being friends together.
Like don't shit on them.
Yeah, it's not fair. Like it's not fair. Yeah, I made you. Like shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You know, like there's still some work that's going from your side. Like I think that like you can yes, there is a point that it's like, yes, a lot of my success is due to being around you, but I also had to capitalize on that. I had to put in some work on my end, you know, to really keep that, because they're not just gonna stay just because like some people get fame from just having someone there, and then the moment that person goes away, they're gone, they're irrelevant. But then there's some people who get fame, get their own audience, then to actually stick. They're like, I actually like this guy for him, not just because of the other person, and then they stay. You know, that's so there is some degree of effort there as well.
I agree. I mean, it's the same as like, you know, you're buying like an ebook on how to become rich, and it's like, well, you just have the information, but you have to put in the work to, you know, whatever. And yeah, I guess like numbers is easy to transfer from one person to another, blah, blah, but like at the end of the day, like you said, people put in the work, and if they still stick around after the friendship ended or whatever, then that's their work.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. So
it's not fair to look down on people. So.
Yeah, but yeah. So as you see, it's a mixed bag anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think the point is just it's interesting. I see where it's coming from.
Yeah.
You know, I see it as like it's easy to look in the influencer world and be like, oh, they're just using each other. They're just like,
because there is a lot of that going on.
There is a lot of that going on. And that's why you need, if you want to grow as an influencer, like this is what you have to do. And it's just that some people want it more than others, so they're willing to go to extra lengths,
stepping on each other and stuff.
Exactly.
Like that. But, well, obviously you try to surround yourselves with the goats, not with the snakes.
You try to, but it, like, you know, sometimes you might just fall in it. I think it was Emma in my Chamberlain was talking about something similar as well, about how she doesn't see herself living in LA because it's just so like toxic in a way, you know, like it's cool that you have all these people around you that are like understand you and like what you're kind of going through, but it's just like, oh, whenever someone sees you, it's like, oh, let's shoot together, and it's like, can we just talk about life? Like, you know, how you mean? So it's like always like wanting something from the other person. So
no, that's a hard knock life. Hopefully you'll never have to go through that. Hopefully, like, cause they'll get famous or whatever. But I have a good judge of character. I'm gonna keep the snakes away.
As per usual.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But yeah, here's where we're at. Coming to the end of our podcast.
Hope you guys enjoyed everything. Like, you know, we're always out here. You know, this one was a bit more of a personal one, a little chatty thing, you know. But, you know, it flows well. And I know you're enjoying it. So don't worry. Don't worry your head tops. More tunes coming your way.
I have no idea what you're saying.
If you can decipher that, put it on in the comments.
No, but this was fun.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Clean.
Cute. If you want to leave any comments that you'd like to see us discuss, please feel free to do so. We're more than happy to take it on.
Absolutely. All right. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.